Screen is visible, na? My screen is visible. It's sharing, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have already explained. If-else control structure. Now I am going to describe while loop. How you implement while loop in Python, or how while loop is been implemented for data analysis. Okay, in Python. So first we have to understand what is the basic structure of while loop. So here also, same as if, one keyword is being used to implement while loop, that is while. Okay, that is while. Say I have already assigned a value 100 over a specific variable a. Okay, now I am going to apply a specific loop, say while. So I am giving, if the value of a is greater than equals to 100 or less than equals to 100, then print a, and in next line a is incremented by 1. That is a equals to a plus 1. Instead of that, if you write a plus plus, that is also be accepted. A equals to a plus 1 and a plus plus, that is also be accepted. Okay. So definitely the output will be 100, because initially the value of a was 100. Here, by using this command, I am going to check is the value of a is less than equals to 100. If it is that, then the control comes into the loop body. So initially the value was 100, a is less than equals to 100. Yes, that's true. Then the control comes into the entire loop. Print a, the value of a will print, 100 will print. Then the value of a is incremented by 1. That means a was 100. Now here in this step, a is 101. Got it? The basic syntax of while loop is that you just write a keyword while. After that, you just give the condition. And depend upon the condition, if the condition is true, then the control comes into the entire loop. Otherwise, it comes out from the loop. Just checking the condition. And if the condition is true, then definitely control comes into the entire loop and execute all the statement that is written over there. So first, the value of a will print, and the next step, the value of a will be incremented by 1. That means that was 100, now it is 101. The syntax of while loop is that first it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then the loop will execute. Again, it will check its condition. If the condition is true, then again it will execute, and that is so on and so forth until the condition will false. If the condition is false, then only control comes out from the loop. That is the overall syntax. Condition is true, control basically comes into the entire loop, execute all the statement. Again, it will check its condition. Again, it will true. Then again, it will check its condition. Again, it will true. Then again, it comes into the entire loop, execute the statement. Again, it will check its condition, and so on and so forth. Got it? So here I have assigned 100. So definitely the output will be 100, because in next step, the value of a will be 101, and 101 not less than equals to 100. So condition is false. That's why the control comes out from the existing loop. That is the overall structure of while loop. So any question regarding while loop? Any question? In Python, one specific variable will be there that is known as range. So range means it will take the value that is 0 to 4, 0 to 100. Sorry, 0 to 20. Range 20 means 0 to 20. So if I write in this way, say that is 1 to 4. If I write say is equals to that is 1 to 4. So what does it indicates? Say I am going to explain another one loop that is known as for loop. So if I write for I in range, say 20, the meaning is that for I in range 20 means here the initial value of I is 0 and condition is I less than 20. Got it? I in range 20 means here the initial value of I is 0 and the condition is I less than 20. And after executing one time, I is incremented by 1. So three different variable, three different segment will be there. First one is initialization, second one is condition, third one is increment or decrement, whatever. First, it will take the initial value, then it will check with its condition. If the condition is true, then the loop body will execute. After that, the loop variable will be incremented or decremented by 1 or any other number. Then again it will check its condition. If the condition is true, then again it will execute its loop body. Otherwise, the control comes out from the existing. So three different segments will be there. If you consider this program segment associated with for, so here first I will take the initial value. So here the initial value is 0. Condition has been implemented here, that is less than 20. I is less than 20. Got it? And increment means after executing one time, it is incremented by 1. So initial value was 0. Is 0 is less than 20? Yes. So 0 will print. Then I is incremented by 1. I become 1. 1 is less than 20. Yes. So 1 will print. Then 1 is incremented by 1. That is 2. Is 2 is less than 20? Yes. So 2 will print. Then 2 is incremented by 1. That is 3. Is 3 is less than 20? Yes. So 3 is print. 3 will print. Then 3 is incremented by 1. That will be 4. 4 is less than 20? Yes. Then 4 will print. And so on and so forth. So if the value of I is 19, then 19 is less than 20? Yes. So 19 will print. Then 19 is incremented by 1, that will be 20. So is 20 less than 20? No. So in that context, the control comes out from the entire loop. That is the overall condition. Got it? So instead of that, if I am write this segment, say for I in range this one. So here I am writing say print hello. This one. So here the initial value is 1. Condition is less than 4. So for 1 hello will print. For 2, second one will print. For 3, third one will print. Then 3 is incremented by 1. So is 4 less than 4? No. Then the control comes out from the existing loop. That is the overall concept. Are you getting me? Are you getting this? Are you getting this program segment?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
Yes, sir.
No question. Okay. So if I am telling you, you just find out the even numbers that is present in between 10 to 20. Is it possible to find out by using this for loop? Are you getting my question? My question is that I am going to find out all the even numbers that is present in between 10 to 20. I'm going to find out all those even numbers that is present basically in between 10 to 20. How you will find out all the even numbers that is present in between 10 to 20? You just write this program segment, say percent means modular division. Modular division means what? Modular division means if I am if I'm writing this one will be 0. It will take the remainder part. Got it? It will take the remainder part, not the quotient. Got it? That will be, what will be the result? That will be
2.
yes. Okay. Thank you. Here, I want to find out all the even numbers present in between 10 to 20. So if I write this, all the even numbers that is present in between 10 to 90. Got it? Because here the condition is that I less than 20. Initial value of I is I equals to 10. And after each execution, I is incremented by 1. In this way, you will be able to retrieve that. Are you getting this? Are you getting me, na?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Same as one specific condition will be there. This one. That means if I am writing, say, for I in here the initial in this specific program segment, here the initial value of I is 2. Sorry, I is 1. And the condition is I less than 10. And after each execution, I is incremented by 1 or 2.
2.
Yes. Suppose you have a data set and the data set consists 1 billion data. You only consider the first one and the 100 number, 101, 201, 301, and so on and so forth. Got it? So in that context, you have to write 1, comma, you just give the upper range, comma, give the iteration. Got it? So if you want to find out the even numbers present in between 10 to 20, in this way that is possible. Without calculating the remainder part, remainder division, easily you will be able to calculate. How? You just go through this. So 10 to 20. Okay. 10 to 20. So condition has been given. The initial value of I is 10. Condition is I less than 21. And the increment is always incremented by 1. You just add here 2. So without performing the remainder division, you will find all the even numbers. Got it? That is, I am talking about range. What's that? Instead of range, if you write, say, so for one hello will print. For 2, I have basically assigned a list instead of range value. So that is a different scenario for implementing for loop in Python. You can use range, you can use list also. So here one list has been mentioned, that is for 1 hello will print, for 2 also 1 hello will print, for 3 also 1 hello will print, and for 4 also 1 hello will print. Are you getting me now? Say you have a 30 days data in your data set. Say that is your data set of first day. Say you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is your data set of first day, and that is your data set of second day. And that is your data set of third day. So in this way, you can store 1 billion data. That is possible. And after that, if you want to specify all those data, I will write, say, here, yes, write I, comma, J, comma, K. They are the 3 different loop variables. So you just go through this one. One loop variable assigned dedicated to one list. Got it? Please give response. Got it, na? One loop variable is dedicated to one specific list. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Here, 3 different variable is dedicated to 3 different lists. In that context, you have to use one specific command, that is zip, for A, for B, and for C. Got it? And here you just print, say, A, say B, and say C. Sorry. Here, this one will be I. This one will be J. This one will be K. Sorry. Got it? So the value of I was
1 to 4.
yes. That is
1 to 1 to 4.
No.
Means 1 to 3.
No. In
Oh, sorry. No.
first iteration, you will get the value of first value of first list, first value of second list,
Yeah.
first value of third list, and in second iteration you will find second value of first list,
Second list.
second value of second list, second value of third list.
So it will go 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 10, 3, 7, 11, 4, 8, 12.
Yes. So there the different scenario by implementing. If you want to implement for loop, then there the different scenarios. Okay. So in this way you will find so many scenarios. Got it? Say in string also, that is very important for your data analysis. For if else, if else, and while, that is very important for data analysis. I am writing this one. Then I am writing, say, suppose you have already defined a list. Say the list has this. That is the first list. That is the second list. This one is the third list. Now you are going to implement for loop on that. Okay. So that is your data of first date, data of second date, data of third date. So that is the overall matrix. In this way also you can implement all those things. Any questions up to this? Got it, na? Got it, na? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Please respond when the person is asking. Please respond. Otherwise,
Yes, sir, you are audible, but I'm doing with you side by side, so I'm taking time actually.
Yeah. You just tell me. I am waiting for you. You just tell me. You just tell me, ma'am. I am waiting.
Yeah, yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Now, in Python, you will be able to declare your own function. Okay. So for data analysis, sometimes you have declared some functions. Maybe the functions are key functions or inbuilt function, or maybe the function is user-defined function. And so definitely some key function will be there. Suppose you want to find out the principal component analysis. You want to find out the standard deviation. You want to find out the factor analysis. You want to find out the class training. You want to find out the classification, different types of classification. different type of regression also. So one specific command or one specific key function will be there. You just call those functions, you will get the result. That is very function specific. Now, instead of that, you can develop your function. Say, as for example, say your function will consider two different variables. First, your function will add all those variables and then subtract all those variables, then multiply, then divide. So if I have developed one function, these functions dedicated to add, subtract, multiply, or divide in between two variables. That is possible. That is the cream of Python. You'll be able to develop your own function. So what is the command? Say you are going to develop one function, say that is the key. That is the keyword for developing a function. That is def. Say my function name is m. Okay. And I'm considering two different variables. Got it? So def is the keyword. If you want to declare a function, you have to write def. M is the function name. You can choose your function name by your own. You can choose the function name by your own. Okay. And you just give a colon. And inside that, you have to define the function. What do you want basically by considering these two variables inside this function? That you have done, na? You have already declared one function. Function name was n. And you have already considered two different variables that is present over there. Now, what you will do by considering these two variables inside this function? That you have to define here inside this function. Say, you want to return. So return is also a keyword. You have to write return. Okay. So return, you want to return, say, yes. Got it? So what you have developed? Going through carefully. You have developed a function that consists of two different variables, and you have assigned this function in this way that always, if you call a function, that will subtract it. That will subtract it. Say you call the function m and you consider these two variables and press enter. Automatically that will multiply. So that's a simple function. So if you declare a function, say a, b, c, and the definition is something like that, that you are going to return, say a multiply b plus c. Got it? So if you consider two different variables, say this. So what will be the result? Result is 10 into 20, that is 200. Sorry, one more value is required, say that is 40. So what will be your result? Your result is 10 into 20, that is 200 plus 40, 240. That is 240. So in this way, you can develop a function, data analysis. Basically, different model you have already developed. So in Python, that is the cream. In Python, you just name your function, and within the function, you just define your function. What is the definition of your function? That is my function definition. A multiplied by b plus c. That is my function definition. In this way, you can define all these things. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, one more thing. Suppose you have a say That is basically in word processing software, you all have done this. That's a sentence case, lowercase, and uppercase. I will give you all these things. I'm just telling you that that is possible. Everything is possible in Python. Okay. Now, that is very important part. That is file processing. Okay. In file processing, say you have a CSV file. You know what is CSV file? I think all of you have clear idea regarding CSV file. Na? You better understand what is CSV file. You know what is CSV file?
Yes, sir.
So by using Notepad, you will be able to create a CSV file by using Notepad. Is it possible to create a CSV file only by using Notepad? Purushottam
No,
Tiwari,
sir.
I am asking you, is it possible? Only by using,
No, sir.
that is not possible. So by using Excel, it is possible, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. By Notepad also it is possible. Say, three different attributes will be there: name, role, and marks. Right? Right? Three different attributes or columns or field will be there. Okay?
Yes,
Say
sir.
one student table will be there. In student table, you have three different attributes: name, role, and marks. And in first record or first observation or first tuple or first row, you have say name is A, role is 1, marks is say 50. And in second row, you have name B, role 2, marks is 60. And in third row, you have name C, role 3, say marks is 70. And after that, you just save it. Save as. So here you just give a name, student 40. Okay. And here all files, here you just give the extension .csv, comma separated values. So you just save it in desktop. Okay. Save. You just check it in desktop. Student 40. Is it visible now? Student 40?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That I have created. That I have created, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So by using Notepad also, you will be able to create a CSV file. Okay. Now the next, and then Excel also. In Excel, you just open Excel and you just put your records and save it by .csv extension. Clear up to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am going to export this. Okay. So how we export in Python? Okay. So first I am declaring one variable, say X. Now I'm writing open. Open is the keyword. You have to write open to import this CSV file. Now you just copy the path of this CSV file. Right click on that. Click on properties. You just copy the path. You just copy the path. And just paste it. Going through carefully here, one type of slash is there. You just remove this slash and use the different slash. Here also, you just remove this, use the different one. Here also, you just remove this, use the different one. And finally, you just write the file name. What was the file name? That was student40.csv, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Then you write read and press enter. That was there, na?
Yes, sir.
The CSV file is already important. That is the number one format. And in second format also, there are so many procedures basically. Second procedures is that, say, by using for loop, you can see line by line. Say, that is very interesting. Say, first you assign one variable that is count equals to 0. Then for line in, you just copy this one. And you paste it. Instead of read, here you just write read lines. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Read lines, give a colon. Okay? Now, count equals to count plus 1. That is the application of for loop in data analysis. That's why loop is required in Python. Then you just print it. Okay. So for line in this one means you have already got your complete file. Read lines means it only take the first line. Got it? It only consider the first row, first record, first observation. Then count equals to count plus 1. Next line, count equals to count, second line, third line, and so on and so forth. Got it? In this way. And if you write, say, if you write count equals to count plus 2, sorry. Count equals to count plus
Sir?
2. Count plus 2, you find this one. So what is the difference? Yes, any question?
Sir, if we want to change column name, then what should we do?
There are so many procedures. Manually, you can
Sir,
change that. You just open it. Otherwise, there is so many commands. SQLite 3, SQLite 3, one specific package that is available in Python. You just write import SQLite 3. File is already been imported. Got it? And by writing SQL, you will do everything on this data set. You will be able to do everything. You can add column, you can remove column, you can change the observation. You will do everything. You will find your required data. You will be able to retrieve that. But you will be able to do everything by writing the SQL statement. Manually also that is possible. But if you want to write the Python SQL, SQLite 3, this package is required. Got it?
yes, sir.
So there are so many procedures. First, you have to install the packages. Then you have to set the cursors. Then you have to assign the tables. So there are so many procedures. Okay, I will explain all these things in my next class. I also have one more class. I will explain all these things in details. Only for this specific package. I will explain NumPy package, Pandas package. Along with that, I will explain this package. Got it? So that you will be able to write the SQL statements. Got it?
Yes,
Got
sir.
it?
Yes, sir.
So I had a query. Hello.
Yes.
So in the first one, you said you wrote the command count equals to count plus 1. The second one,
Yes.
you wrote count equals to count plus 2.
Yes.
What's the reason behind that?
The reason is that, say, there will be no changes because I have not assigned any value on count. Got it? So automatically this variable will rearrange. Are you getting me?
So then is there a requirement to put this variable when we haven't assigned any value out of it? Do we need to put this value count equals to count plus 20?
Always that is not required. I'm explaining all these things. I'm getting your question. I'm explaining all these things. Listen. Here, I am using only read command. Okay. Only read means you just go through the files and file will be displayed. Complete file will be displayed. Here I am using read lines. Read lines basically stands for line by line. Line by line means in between two different row, it will generate some spaces. Not only that, it will show one by one. Say, if I am using this one, instead of writing all these things, if I write break, then only first observation will be there.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Are there any possibility of increasing the font size?
On Sahij, I am trying, but I won't be able to do that. No, sorry, it's not working. Sorry, ma'am, it's not working. In my next part, I will check all these things. There will be option. I have not find that. Okay. Okay. So if I am using, if we are using read lines, read line means in between two observations, you will find some intervals. But if you use this one, read, then you just go through the complete file. You will find the complete file will be described. Okay. Now, one more difference will be there. Say, here I am writing count equals to count plus 1 and so many things. That is not the factor. That is not the factor. Okay. I'm writing count equals to count plus 100. You can write count equals to count plus 100, 1000. That will not be affected here. I just want to tell you these things. Why? Because of that, readline has the features. That means it will automatically generate the lines. Are you getting me? What I'm telling? Read means the complete thing. Readline means one by one, in between two record, in between two observations, there will be so many gaps, so many intervals. And what is the specific intervals? That is not mentioned here. Readlines has the distinct features. That may be 1, that may be 2, that may be 3, that may be 4, that may be -1, whatever you can give. But you have to give. You have to give something. Got it? Now, if the question is something like that, you want to retrieve only the first record. You want to retrieve only the second record. You want to retrieve only the third record. Or if you want to retrieve the first 2 records, you want to retrieve the first 3 records, you want to retrieve the first 4 records. In that context, what you will do? Here you have required the package that is SQLite 3. First to import the package, feed your cursor, set the table along with the values, write the queries, and by writing the query, you can easily retrieve all those values. That is possible. Are you getting me? Is it clear?
Yes,
or
I
not
got
clear?
it.
Read
But
me-
still, I had a query that, like, if we put some function, or if we add something in the command, that means it has some utility in that particular, what I say, code, right?
Definitely.
But what's the point of putting something when it has no utility in that? Means it is not impacting anything.
No, no.
Result.
Readlines, this specific function, readlines function has been already designed in this way. Say,
You want to say that it has been inbuilt, the coding has been inbuilt in such a way that we have to put count equals to count plus count. That doesn't matter. +1, +2, whatever, +20, whatever we give.
Yeah.
It has no.
The reason of readlines is that, say you have a data set, and the data set you have some text values, you have some videos, you have some audio files, you have some say image files. That means that is one type of unstructured data that you have. Okay. So by using readline function, basically what readline function will do, readline function basically display the observations by putting some intervals. You have first record, after 20 intervals, you will get the second one. After 30 intervals, you will get the third one. And after, say, 100 intervals, you have the fourth one, and so on and so forth. And if you implement read function, that means the complete table, complete relation will be displayed there. Okay. So when I will when I will explain, say, SQLite 3, then that will be more easy to understand what is the difference in between read and read lines. Okay. So read lines, basically the main concept is that in between two observations, you will have so many intervals. Okay. And the intervals does not indicate, say, 1 means 1 line, 2 means 2 line, -1 means, say, less than that, -2 means less than that. That is not. You have to assign some values. Got it? So the structure of read lines is something like that. That is the overall structure. Got it?
Yes, sir. No, I was asking actually, I didn't ask about the read and the versus read lines. I was asking about the count one. Is it a function? Count equals to count plus 1.
Now count is a variable. No, it's not function. It's a variable. It's a variable. Instead of count, you can write say A, B, C, D, whatever you can write.
Okay. Actually, my question was regarding count. Read and read, I understood. Means these are two different functions, so they have different way of.
No, it's a variable. It's a variable. I have already assigned this variable. Okay. So you just remove it. Your code will work. Oh, that was your question.
Yeah, my question was regarding count, not read lines versus
remove
read.
it.
So that I got it.
You just remove it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That is the main thing. Count is not a function. Count is a variable. Okay. Say in your program code in context of computer science, suppose you want to add two integer elements. So in that context, you have required two inputted elements, two inputted integer elements, say A and B, and you want to store the result over a third variable, that is C. Okay. So excluding these three variables, you have already assigned say 5 or 6 more variables. Okay. You will get the valid result. But adding more variables is not affected your answer. Is not affected on your valid output, on your output. Right? Are you getting me? That means you can add all these things, but that will be not affected. Right? You want to work with A and B. You have assigned A, B, C, D, E, F, so many variables. Got it? That means your space complexity, your program code will take the more space. Space complexity will be high. But that will not be affected on your actual output. You can add so many variables. Are you getting me, ma'am? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Now it's clear, na? Yes, sir. Hello? Now it's clear? আমি ক্লাসে আছি, পরে ফোন করছি। Now it's clear, না? Okay. You can rename one file name. Say here you have already imported one CSV data set, that is student 40. You have already imported that. Got it? If you want to rename your file, you will be able to do that. So here in that context, you have to import one specific package in Python, that is importWes. Okay. Then you just write this command, rename. You just copy it. Instead of 40, that you have assigned 41. Say that was 40, now it is 41. Are you getting me?
Sir, I had a query. You saved those data in a notepad, and you then, when you were saving it, you saved it in all files, right? So it will automatically be saved in Excel file, those data, name, student, and marks.
No. By using Notepad also, you can create a CSV file. That I have explained. By
Ah,
using Notepad,
you
you
mean-
can create a CSV file. So how you will do it? You just
When-
open Notepad
Huh?
and first write down the attribute name, and they are separated by comma. And first observation also, you just write down your entities, and all the entities they are separated by comma. Then you save the Notepad file only by putting the extension .csv, and save it by allowing all files. Automatically you will get the CSV file. And in Excel also you can prepare that. You just
So,
fill the
yeah,
cells.
the one that you saved, it is in Excel file, no? Actually, it is saved in Excel file.
No. I
It
am
is-
not using Excel file. I am
So
only
that is a notepad file only, which is saved in that format.
yes, I am using only Notepad. And when I have saved this file by extension .csv, allowing it all files, automatically you will get the CSV file. I am not using Excel.
Okay.
By
And so
using by
when-
using Excel also, you will be able to create a CSV file, or you
Okay.
can say by Excel file in CSV format. That is different issue. But
Okay.
here I am only using Notepad to create a CSV file.
So when we need to import these CSV files, can I
Yes,
ask a question?
yes, please.
When we need to import this CSV file, suppose there's a function attached only, na, like import data set. Unlike the other two processes that you showed us, where we just click the file path and then we change the slashes forward to
Basically,
backward.
basically, I am explaining how for loop will be implemented for data analysis. That's
Okay.
why I'm using this for loop for import this one. Okay. There are so many procedures. There are
Yeah,
not.
now my query was when we do that import data set, so what is the click? There are various options, no, from Excel, from SPSS, from SAS.
There are so many options.
Yeah. So for this CSV file, which one should we go for? READ, a reader option is there, text file is there, then
So many things.
so which one should we go for?
I am flexible for only by using this one
Okay.
for loop. I am flexible for that. Okay.
Okay.
There are so many options.
Mhm,
There are so many options. I am flexible for that.
Okay.
Got this point? Got this function? Here, by writing this specific command in Python, you will be able to change the file name. My file name was student40, and I want to change it, or I want to convert it student40 to student41. So that was in student40. Now it is student41. So if you just go through the file that is present in your desktop, that was student40. You just go through this. Now it is student41, right? You can remove a file by writing a Python code. How you remove? So you just write. You have already imported OS. So if you want to rename, if you want to remove one file, you have to import OS. Otherwise, you won't be able to rename a file. You won't be able to remove a file. Now I am going to remove a file. os.remove. By writing this command, you can remove this. So you just check it out. You will not find that. Okay, you will not find that. Now, if you have any question, you please ask your question. Any question? Okay, so you don't have any question. So again, I have one more session that is most probably